Welcome, darlings. I am Meganox VA, the voice behind Girlfriend ASMR Audios, and this is the long-awaited official Q&A. Yay! You must be confused as to why this is coming out a whole year later. I am so sorry for not posting this Q&A sooner, and it's mostly because I'm not confident in my editing skills in the slightest. I typically deal with still screens and pictures. I don't deal with video like this, and I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of jump cuts. And hopefully some music, but we'll see about that. So there's also another 155? Ooh, 157 now. Versions of this currently clogging my wastebasket on my computer. So, let's just get into it. Although I should say that before I get into the video, I'd like to thank our sponsor for this episode. You. That was really lame. But I really do want to thank all of you for your patience and kindness throughout this whole journey. I am genuinely blessed to have all of you as my subscribers. Words genuinely cannot describe how proud and thankful I am of all of you. And I hope I'm able to get back into the groove of making content for you all to enjoy really soon. I'll be breaking this video into 3 sections to the best of my ability. There are some questions that could fit in any category, but I'm going to try to keep them at least semi-consistent. I'm going to be trying to keep them to stuff about my content, stuff about myself, and then, questions about the channel itself. For longer questions or comments with multiple questions, I'm either just going to put them where I think they belong or maybe towards the end. Without any further delays, let's go. Straw99 asks, what's your favorite video and which one are you most proud of? Well, I think my absolute favorite video is gotta be my Ghostface video. It was really fun playing with the audio settings and adjusting my voice. I also just really love the horror genre in general, and Ghostface is one of my favorite killer concepts. The video I'm most proud of, however, would probably be the Wendigo. The art took forever, but it came out pretty much exactly how I had it in my head. It was it was misty and wistful and just a very fun video, especially with how I was able to manipulate the voice and to where it was so haunting and almost not even able to be understood, if that makes any sense. And it was pretty much exactly what I was going for. Gosh darn. Yan Con. I always mess up your name when I'm talking outside. Oh gosh. YanCon 2862 writes, favorite script? Well, if we're asking about my scripts, I'd have to put I think the Yandere AI really fits that bill. I really enjoyed putting on, my own robotic voice. I've had many people who I know in real life have me do like an Alexa voice, and it was really fun to turn that into its own thing. But also the character design and how it really felt like an actual assistant. It was just the way it was overall. However, if I do have to choose my absolute favorite script of all, it's definitely have to be one of yours. I think the Flirty Yandere I believe Flirty Yandere Hits on You script. Don't tell anyone, but you're my favorite script writer. Ooh, I'm gonna mess up this name. Ethdiak 1337 asks, Do you think we will get a part 3 to the first Halloween special? I genuinely don't think so. Um, I I don't know if we could technically do a part 3. I was really satisfied with the way it ended for everyone. It was open to your own interpretation, but I have contemplating doing a what if scenario. I'm keeping the rest a secret in case I decide to do it, but I'll once again leave that up to your imagination. Escaped Fred 5295 asks, will there be more GF Comfort audios, and what is your favorite food? I'll save that last part for the section about me, but I definitely will do more girlfriend comfort audios in general. I love doing comfort and giving affirmations, so more is definitely coming. So Unknown Reaper 7262 asks, what's your favorite Halloween special ASMR? Honestly, it's kind of hard to pick. My favorite was, I think my favorite to record and design was The Ghost. The audio manipulation was also really fun, but my absolute favorite to write about was probably Calliope. Uh, yeah, she was just so fun to write as a tragic character. And, well, writing trauma is just fun. Ask any writer. Samuel Irving 1438 asks, can you please make a Ghostface Girl series? I loved the first one. Aw, thank you. I don't really know how many I can make before I get copyright striked, but I might see if there's a way I can get around that. Midnight Moon 2001 asks, if you love ASMR, have you tried Luna the Hellhound found an orphan hell pup in the street and adopted him? I don't know if I could do Lindbeck justice on an imitation of Luna's voice. I might do a Hellhound audio, but I don't think it's specifically going to be Luna. Okay. Kaishin Follower 902 asks, even though I've heard these scenarios so many times, you instill a personality in each of them. When exactly do you... Oh, gosh, I messed that up already. When exactly do you decide what personality a character will have? During the reading? After? Or the time of the recording? Honestly, it's a blend of all three. When I first read it, I start character creation and develop a kind of character that I think is fitting. That's when I'm designing hair, facial expression, color, like that whole deal. Then I tend to try to choose a pose that fits. But if it doesn't, or I find a pose that I think would work better, then I change the personality to fit. And then when I read it, it can develop more or change as I get into the character. I've had to redesign characters. I've had to redo lines. I think there was one script in particular. I can't remember which one it was. But I know one time the personality and the design changed 13 times before it was posted. I want to say it was one of the Halloween episodes. Captain Ombre says, I absolutely love your content, and I was wondering if the reason you do many yandere or similar was because it was something popular or because you enjoyed the format. Once again, it's a bit of both. Actually, I love the concept of insane love, and I try to stick to it because, well, that is what most of you prefer. I still like making comfort audios, but those are few and far between, and I feel they work better when they come from a genuine place of understanding instead of phoning it in. Now, moving to the questions about me. There were so many questions about me. A few questions from Damien Tapia, and I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. How has your day been? What is your favorite food or snack and game? Who inspired you to do YouTube? My day's been pretty good. but summer is too hot. I hate summer. I don't like summer. I want to move to Alaska. I would if the internet wasn't so bad. My favorite snack has got to be the Rainbow Airheads Bites. They're sour and sweet, but they're not too sour. But you still have to be careful eating them because otherwise you can and will destroy your tongue. And I don't like having a swollen tongue. And for YouTube was actually a friend who decided or inspired me to do YouTube. My mom has always been very supportive of my creative efforts. She bought me my first microphone when I expressed interest in doing content and posting my content, and she's been nothing but supportive. But it was my friend who, she was actually an old coworker as well. She was the person who officially got me to start, and it was during the pandemic. She said that I was really good at doing voices and that a lot of my voices were just really comforting. She also said that, it'd be a way to get my art out there because during the pandemic, I didn't have a lot of work to do and I was mostly on call. And when you're on call, you don't do a lot of stuff. Trust me. Clash Ryan 21 asks, quick spin question number 1. What are your 2 favorite colors and why? Question 2, what is one of your favorite childhood video games? Question 3, do you like cats or dogs? All right, well, my absolute favorite color is green, specifically green apple green or lime green. It just really makes me feel happy and it's just such a nice color to look at. And then my second, it really is a toss-up between the two, is probably peach. That's what I've mostly done this model on. Yeah, my model is pink, obviously, but if you drop it, it's a lot closer, like the arms and the stuff around the skirt, and I can even go here. And even my boots. They're a lot more peach. It's definitely a blend there. And I think it's mostly because it's just a soothing color. It's cute. It makes me feel happy. I don't know. My favorite color changes too much, and I'm stuttering too much. As for childhood games, it's gotta be Twilight Princess. I love Zelda. I love pretty much any type of adventure fantasy game. But I think that was my first. If you did mean younger, like when I was really little, I would say it was a Littlest Pet Shop video game, but yeah. I just like fantasy and cute things. And then, in referring to the pets, I like both, but I prefer cats. They're sweeter, and I love giving them cuddles and picking them up. I also have a very sensitive nose. So, dogs tend to stink a little more than cats. I know it's probably a little bit hypocritical, but it's true. I do still love big old puppies, and I really want to get a Rottie eventually. They're just so cute and sweet. I can't even. Okay. This next name I am 100% gonna butcher, and I apologize yet again. Task Nochin Trocken? I'm so sorry. 1276 asks, are you a team? If yes, how many are you? Actually, it's just me, guys. I hate to disappoint you. It's just me. I make the art. I write the scripts for the most part. YanCon has done a lot of public scripts, and that's where I've gotten a bit of my content, but for the most part, I do everything. I perform, I art, I edit, I bounce the audio. It gets exhausting sometimes. And in all my descriptions, I write we as a kind of joke, but It's meant to reference my characters more than an actual team of people, you know? But hopefully one day I'll be a team. Honestly, just having people to write the scripts, that's half the difficulty. Seaborg 8529 asks, favorite cheese, favorite day-to-day food, and food you only eat once in a while, and favorite milk. What is it with you guys and my consumption of food? I'm kidding. My favorite cheese is extra sharp cheddar. I actually found one from Cracker Barrel. It is so good. It's 7 grams of protein. Oh, it is just so good. I love it. My favorite day-to-day food would probably be spaghetti, although my absolute favorite food, I think my favorite food is probably stromboli. Um It's something that I had ever since I was little. It's like a pizza, but with a little sauce, and it's handheld. And I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent again. But honestly, I could eat spaghetti all day, every day. I love spaghetti. My favorite once in a while food is probably chicken masala. My favorite milk is probably banana milk, but it's almost impossible to find. Unless you're in Japan, in which I'm not. Black Comet 95 asks, if you had 6 fingers on one hand, would you amputate the extra finger or keep it as a special power? I'd write 3 journals. They'd be creepy journals about the weirdness in my local town, including hidden messages that can only be shown in a black light. Juan Benitez, IB4MP, asks, was there any ASMR channels that inspired you? Love the content, keep it up. Thank you so much. I know one of the channels that really inspired me most. They're called Dark and Twisted Whisper. They are a male ASMR artist, but I saw their I don't think it's their art. I think they actually have an artist, but it's not generic art. It's one of a kind. You're never going to see their art in any other video, and I love it. They also have a really good range of voices and really good characterization. They're so creative, and I could go on, but I really admire them as an ASMR artist. Rudy Flores the Switchblade 4463 asks, congratulations on 10,000 subscribers. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. You guys are so sweet. So sweet. Also, how do you feel about doing these ASMR audios for the past 2 years? Honestly, it's been the highlight of my life. While it can be stressful doing everything myself, I genuinely enjoy the creativity and, of course, all the comments, and just getting to talk to you guys at all is such a joy to me. I mean, I could go on and on again. But let's go to the next question. Amused Brian says, thank you for your work. Thank you. I have a couple questions. One, what is the best advice you've ever gotten regarding anything? Interesting. 2, best place you've visited, or what place is number 1 on your bucket list to visit? Cheers! Thank you for your appreciation. Best advice I was ever given was to try to understand people even if you don't agree with them. You always benefit by getting a different point of view. Echo chambers don't accomplish anything. And as much as I like Twitter, you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, just try to be understanding of people. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's going on in their life. It's best to just give people the benefit of the doubt. And I genuinely don't travel much, but I would love to visit Austria. One of my favorite musicals, I love musicals. We can talk about horror musicals later. But one of my favorite musicals is The Sound of Music. I heard there was a tour in Austria where you got to see like the Von Trapp family house, and it was, I would just love to see it. Shamara Tech asked, do you listen to ASMR yourself? And if so, what types do you enjoy? Favorite video game? What kind of audios do you enjoy making the most? Every now and then I listen to ASMR. It's pretty much similar to the content I make myself, like Sweet Yandere's, but I don't listen too much because otherwise I know my content will, I can get inspired so easily and I just don't want to steal anyone's idea. Or I have been accused of that before when I use public scripts, which is also why I try to stay away from those. But I know for the most part you guys understand that they're public scripts. Everyone gets to read them. And of course, if I had to pick a video game, which honestly, it's no contest. I love Minecraft, don't get me wrong. It's got a million great mods on it. But I have to pick Dead by Daylight. 100%. The type of ASMR I enjoy making the most are probably Monster Girl ASMR. I love making content about Monster Girls. Super Surge 2850 says, I got 7 questions. Rapid fire. Do you watch anime? Can you do anime ASMR videos? What is your favorite video game? Do you watch Bleach? Yes, I do. I have before with Suki Suki Daisuki, but I'm not really that good at drawing anime. And like I mentioned before, favorite video game, right now, it's definitely Dead by Daylight, especially with the D&D update. I love Vecna. I mean, yeah, he's kind of broken right now. Don't get me wrong, he is a little cracked. But it's still really fun, and I get a kick every time I get an eye of Vecna or a hand of Vecna. It's so funny to troll. I'm sorry. I'm a toxic survivor main. Alright. And also, I used to watch Bleach all the time on Toonami. I believe I also read part of the manga in Jump. I can't remember. I know I read One Piece in Jump. And I remember reading part of Bleach, but I never finished it, sadly. Alpha Wolf 8503 asks, what is your favorite genre of music, subgenre of said genre, and favorite artist? If artist isn't in a band, then favorite band. And favorite album. So this is gonna probably be where I lose some credibility. I have been in music a while. I used to be in marching band. I used to be in concert band. I used to be in every form of band they offered at my school. But my favorite is comedy, specifically parody music. I love humorous songs. I love making fun of IPs that I personally love and enjoy. And if I had to pick a single band out of it, oh, that's gonna be hard. I'd have to pick Starbomb. I just can't. They just announced their next album, I believe, and I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. But right now, my current favorite is the Triforce, the most recent one. They just hit the nail on the head. And maybe I'm partial because of Vegeta's Serenade, but I digress. And now for the questions about the future of the channel. All right. bbear_2048 says, I just want to start off by saying that I'm very grateful for all the content you create. You guys are going to make me cry. How has creating ASMR felt as the channel grew over the years? You are all so sweet, and I love every one of you. I have to admit, there's been a decent amount of pressure now that I've gotten more subs than I ever thought I would. I thought maybe I'd get like 10 views, maybe 3 subs at max. And then as I started growing, I'm like, okay, it'll cap out at 100. These are just people from the ASMR community trying to support me. They're being sweet. they don't genuinely enjoy my content, I'm not that good. And then here we are at 12,000 subscribers. My channel has over 1 million views in my channel's lifetime. What the hell, guys? I mean, seriously. This is amazing. I never thought this would ever happen. You guys are wonderful. And your passion, I'm constantly inspired to make sure that I put out the best content I can for you all. And I'm so dedicated to make that happen. That's probably also a little bit why I haven't been just posting anything. I don't want to just post anything. I want to post the greatest stories that I can write. I want to post what you guys like, what's popular. I want to be with my nose on, or my finger on the pulse, as it were. But sometimes it just doesn't happen and the pressure gets to me. That's mostly why I have not been posting as much. Along with something I will address towards the end of the video, which we are getting to, so not too much longer, people. Timothy Harris 1125 asks, what desired you to try ASMR and voice acting, and any voice acting prospects in the making? Also, when are you changing out the owl rune? So, I'll cover the first part a little bit later in the video, but as for voice acting prospects, I may or may not have voiced a character in a small indie video game. I don't know when it's going to be posting. I know that they're still working on it, and I let them know, like, hey, I have at least a small reach. I have a Twitch channel. I can promote this to the best of my ability. But I'm still applying for things on Casting Call. For the most part, it's just for fun. I don't want to be paid at this point. I'm just doing it for, well, just for the fun and the experience and meeting people. As for changing out the owl rune, I'm considering changing the, picture to this character I have for my Discord. I've rebranded pretty much everything except for my YouTube channel, as of right now. Dandelion Arts, I love this person. They're so sweet. I think you've actually been with me for the longest time. You've been watching my channel since I first started, and I really appreciate it. I know they ask, what made you interested in making ASMR videos in the first place? What is your favorite video series, a video/series that you worked on, and what made it so? Definitely the Shy Yonder series. It's my first actual series. I wrote it, and it had a lot of passion. It had everything that I wanted in an ASMR script, everything that I wanted to be, everything that I wanted to promote. Well, not really promote. We do not promote actual stalking. We do not promote any form of drugging, because I know that happened in the series. But we promote growth. And that's what that series was mostly about. Let's see. The next one is, may I ask what your favorite music genre and an example from the song? Well, I mentioned before, it is comedy. I love bands like NSP, Starbomb, Big Bad Bosses, Slash Street Boys, anything to make me laugh. And of course, typical Bo Burnham. He's a bit more mainstream than the other ones, but yeah. I also even like Necrogoblicon. They're more metal, but they're still funny. Some of the songs I like from each band that I mentioned before, we have Courtship of the Mermaid, I Choose You to Die, Capture You, and Careless Sister. Those are good ones to look for, especially if you're new to the genre, new to comedy. They're funny. Courtship of the Mermaid, I'm not going to spoil anything. Do you ever plan on making a part 2 to any of your single video stories? If so, which one and why? Honestly, not really. A lot of my one-shot stories work Uh, but they didn't really have much to work off of, if that makes any sense. Um, they just don't hold enough story for me to build more with. There were a couple that I might plan on continuing, but those are surprises, and we're going to leave it as such. From all the artwork you made for the video titles, which one do you think is your favorite or the best of your work in your opinion? I have a couple of favorite pieces of artwork, of course. I put passion. I love everything that I make, and I don't post it if I don't love it. Because you guys deserve the best. I always want to give you guys the best. If I had to pick, I think I was most satisfied with the Wendigo and Flirty Yandere again. For the Wendigo, I got that perfect wispiness. I got the haunting of the image. It looks surreal. And for the Flirty Yandere, I just was so in love with the pose and the character design. I don't know. It was just so sweet. And now to answer the very first question, I skipped it, as you guys might have noticed, but I'm going to reread it again. What made you interested in making ASMR videos in the first place? So this is kind of sad, and I just happened to be scrolling through the internet when I came across a lot of posts that, you know, they were talking about mental health and people putting themselves down because they never had words of affirmation. They never had, like, they were never told how much they were worth before. And some had never even been told that they were loved. And that's wrong. Everyone deserves to be told that they were loved. I'm sure there's some exceptions with evil people, blah, 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 but I don't really even believe in evil people. I know there are bad people, and I know people do bad things, but I don't think that it's native to their being. And I don't know, maybe that's a naive way of thinking, but I don't know. I still believe everyone deserves to be told that they're loved, because you are. I saw a post the other day and it made sense. It said, if people can hate for no reason, then I can love for no reason. So I'm gonna. All right. Fist Fighters Club asks, how did you get into ASMR? Getting into ASMR was probably the quickest and easiest way to hit all my goals at once. I wanted to get my art out there. I wanted to share it. I've been making art since I was, I think even second grade I was drawing. I never stopped. I also wanted to flex my voice, train it. I have definitely gotten better over the years. And, if you have a skill, you don't capitalize on it, that's on you. And I wasn't going to let it be on me. But of course, like I said before, the main reason is because I wanted to tell people that they're loved, that they matter, because you do. And anything you want to ask fans, I would really like to know what exactly you enjoy about my channel. The stories, the art, if it's all of it, if there's nitpicks here and there. I know sometimes the audio quality isn't the best, and I'm doing my best, but I still need to know where I'm messing up. And I trust you guys to tell me that, because I can't get better if I don't know that there's a problem. I would also like to know if there's anything that you think I should change or improve on, besides posting more. because I know I need to post more. That's on me. That's on me. Give me bonkies. I deserve the bonkies. To top it all off, I'd like to mention that I'm considering making some changes to the channel. For example, I'm thinking about changing the name from Girlfriend ASMR Audios, I know, blasphemy, blasphemy, changing the name, to something that most people know me as, Meganox VA. A lot of people know me as Mega now, and I think I've really solidified myself as Mega. And I think I'd like my channel to reflect that. I am, also considering, well, I'm not considering it anymore. I'm just gonna do it. I'm launching a Discord, and I would love to talk to you guys more. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to get your opinion on art before it gets posted, on what types of videos you'd like to see from me more, get script recommendations, get people recommendations. It's just a wonderful day, or I'm sorry, it's just a wonderful way to communicate, to open this line more than just responding to comments. As much as I love doing that, you guys should be able to freely talk to me much easier. And a few of you actually have. There's a couple of you that I have met on Dead by Daylight. There's a couple of you that I have met outside on other games, and then we play together. I'd love to play video games with you guys. I'd love to just chill and chat. It's so fun. I love Discord. And it would also give you guys access to a lot of my emotes. Of course, I make them myself. And I'm expecting a lot of bonkies in chat. It is, however, an 18+ server, or it will be an 18+ Discord. I don't want minors. I don't want anyone coming in. I don't want anyone coming in that is not an adult. I just don't feel comfortable with it. I don't want anything bad to happen in my Discord, and I can't always be watching it. So just please respect my decision. If you guys would like to join, I'm gonna be adding a link in the description down below. Hopefully, if I mess it up, I am so sorry. I've never done this before, but it's gonna be fun. It has truly been a pleasure to record audios for you all, and even to make this video here. I've struggled with it, and my voice is actually giving out as I speak. But just a reminder that we hope that you all have a wonderful night, and I appreciate everything you guys have done. And here's to more and more years of content. Bye-bye!